Girl Sews, my name's Sarah, thanks for joining me today. Today I have this video to share with you as part of the Sew Yellow for Endo vlogger tour. And today is day 8, that's my day. Now it's not looking very yellow at the moment. That's because all of my yellow fabrics are here next to me so I can show them to you. But let me tell you a little bit about Sew Yellow for Endo first. So you may have followed some of the other videos. Sew Yellow for Endo is a challenge initially started by Jess from Sew What If I Sew a few years ago with the aim of raising a bit of money and awareness about endometriosis. Endometriosis affects 1 in 10 women in the UK. I know of several women actually who have had it, and the thing that's always stood out to me is how long it's taken to get a diagnosis. Like, it's been really debilitating for them, and they've sort of had to go back and forth for a long time before they've had a diagnosis that is actually helpful to them. So it's for a really good cause. Now, the way the challenge works, there are lots of things that tie in with previous years, and then there are some new events for this year as well. So the way it usually works on Instagram, and this will be continuing this year, is that there is a challenge, and on a certain date, so this year it's the 23rd and 24th of March, you post a picture of the garment you've made in a yellow fabric or a fabric that features yellow elements. And then you're in with a chance of winning lots of really amazing prizes. And there are loads, like absolutely loads of prizes. It's amazing. So go and check out Jess's Instagram. I'll put a link below if you don't already know it, which you probably do. But if you want to see some of the prizes on offer. What you then do is you make your yellow make and then you post it, and you also donate £1 to the Just Giving page. That's Sew Yellow for Sew Yellow for Endo, and that goes towards endometriosis research and awareness, which is a great cause, as we've already said. Now, before I move on to what my contribution is going to be to the vlogger tour, I just want to point you towards yesterday's video, which was by Seamstressed Ruth. Again, I'll pop a link below, and there will be another video tomorrow, and this will be from So Very Laura. So do check those videos out, as well as all of the others on the vlogger tour too. Now, I was thinking what to do today, and I've decided, I looked through my stash, I actually have quite a lot of fabric with yellow in. I have narrowed it down to fabrics that are primarily yellow, so have a strong yellow element. I have quite a few others that have bits of yellow in, but I thought, let's go with it. I've got the fabric, let's go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my options. I'm going to tell you what I would think of making for each one. And then I'm going to release a poll, and you guys can vote as to what you think I should make, and I will make that. I will do my best to finish it by the 23rd or 24th. Some of the projects are a bit more complicated than others, but I'm going to do my best, okay? So let's get started. So first up, I have this lovely lemon fabric. Now, this is a Lady McElroy print. It's called Painted Lemons, and it's on a cotton base. Now, the other thing I should say, because a few of these fabrics fall on this theme, I bought this a while ago. Where was it from? It was from Sew Me Sunshine a while ago. I'm going on my honeymoon to the Amalfi Coast and Sicily in October. So anything particularly lemony, I'm thinking that'll be the perfect time to show it off. So I do have, for anything where you're thinking, I can see that on the Amalfi Coast. Great, because that's where I'm going. Not till October, but still. So we have this lovely lemon print. I love fruity prints. I love fruity prints, and I particularly love lemons, which is very basic of me, but I just do. And yeah, these are painted, really vibrant colour, very summery. The sun is shining today, but it has been feeling quite wintry recently, but I'm trying to get my head in the game. So I have 3 meters of this, and I was thinking of making the Deer and Doe Myosotis dress. Now, I've not made that dress before. They've only very recently expanded the sizing. And I have the pattern, and I love the look of it, but I've not actually sewn a Deer and Doe pattern before, because they only, as I said, they only very recently extended their sizing, and there aren't loads of examples of the extended sizes on Instagram or anything. So I really need to do a bit of research on getting the best fit for that. But I did think that this would make a lovely shirt dress. Now I'll pop a picture of the Deer and Doe Myosotis here. and the line drawings if I can find them, so you can sort of see the vibe. Yeah, I just think that would be a fail-safe summery dress. So next up, I have a lovely Viscose Lurex fabric. Now this is one of the older Fabric Godmother exclusive prints. And it is called, I believe, Vase and Bloom. Sorry, I'm struggling to show you this. This is in the mustard colourway. And you can see, I'm trying to show you, I've only got short arms, I'm doing my best. These big tiles with a vase and blooms. And the background colour here is a lovely mustard colour. And I don't know if you can see, but it's got like Lurex thread. Do you see that in the light? Just running all the way through on the way down. Now, I have made something up in this fabric before, but it was the navy version of it. So I'll put a picture of that here. I self-drafted a gathered skirt. I actually bought this fabric first. I bought it from Fabric Godmother. I literally ironed this 2 minutes ago and it's already creased again. I bought this from Fabric Godmother in their New Year's sale, not the New Year's just gone, the one before. And so I purchased this before I purchased the navy one, but I sewed the navy up first. I think the yellow, obviously it's quite bright and it's very summery, so I've been sort of holding on to it. It's tricky because the tiles on this are really large. So again, I mean, I'm struggling to fit it all into the screen. The tiles are really massive. So, and you sort of have to pattern match, otherwise it really jars. So I've been thinking it would be useful to sew this up, to be honest, because I think it's quite a difficult one to pair. So I've got to get it with the right garment. And what I thought is I actually might self-draft for this. So rather than having a dress in these big prints and it being very, very bold, I thought it might be nice to draft my own kind of simple silhouette matching set. So obviously with a pattern like this, you sort of want the tile to be able to sit quite uninterrupted. So I was thinking I could either do just a simple gathered skirt or some big floaty trousers. Well, that's quite bold, isn't it? But I was thinking maybe a skirt and then a little just crop top, like simple crop top. Yeah, because then obviously if it's separates, then I can mix and match. So you can always tone it down, wear the skirt with a plain white shirt or wear the top with some trousers, and it's just a bit more wearable. But yeah, I think I have to, if I'm making something like that, I have to keep it in as few pattern pieces as possible so that the print isn't split up all the time and distorted. So I'm thinking maybe something like the Saturday skirt set. I'll put a picture of that here. I haven't got this pattern, so I'm not going to actually do the Saturday skirt set. And also I don't think I want a wrap top for the top, but it'll be sort of this vibe, a co-ord vibe. And that would also give me an opportunity to use, I recently purchased the new By Hand London book, which has lots of tips for self-drafting in it. So it would give me an opportunity to do a little bit of something a bit different and self-draft myself a nice floaty summer set. Okay, we're looking a bit more yellow now, aren't we? Right, so next up I have a fabric that's actually a really similar base. It's also a Lady McElroy print, and it is a Viscose Lurex, so sort of like this. Now I will show it to you. This is very honeymooning on the Amalfi Coast, don't we think? So I don't know how well you can see it. It's got these little Lurex. Try and show you. Do you see that in the light? These little Lurex like gold dashes all the way through it. And again, it's got like a sort of tiled effect. I think, is it called Majolica print? Which is like a Sicilian design where you have this almost tiled effect of the print. And this has, so there's sort of a nice, is that upside down? Oh no, this way. There we go. So you have a nice little scene, like a little garden scene, a little door and a deck chair. You have lots of lemons, things like that. And this nice tiled effect here. Completely covered my face doing that, sorry. Now this I picked up in York. The lovely Judi from Running So and So. I met up with her in York and she took me to Boys, and I knew nothing about Boys, and they had this fabric there for a really good price. So I purchased a few meters of it, and I've just been holding on to it because I think it's pretty. And I also think it requires a trip to somewhere warm and nice, and I've not really gone on any trips to anywhere warm and nice recently, so it's just been sitting in my stash. Now with this one I was thinking I really would like to make a sort of floaty summer dress. There are two options here. So the Cinnamon Daisy Willow dress, which is a dress that I recently made out of a more stable fabric, which is a really great pattern. It's got like a basque front gathered skirt. It's got these little ties that bring the waist in, that are set into the seams, and options of different sleeves. I thought that could be nice, like a really summery, romantic one of those. But I also sort of thought something like a what's it called? My mind has gone completely blank. It's the Wilder gown. As if I just forgot the name of the Wilder gown. Yeah, I thought the Wilder gown would be cute too, because it's just very sort of flowy. And I think that would feel nice to wear on a hot day somewhere as well. So I'll put both options in the vote. So this fabric for the Wilder gown or for the Willow dress. Yeah, if you don't know the Wilder gown, it's like this sort of tiered modular design. You can make a blouse or you can make a maxi dress or whatever. Uses a lot of fabric, so I'd have to look at that. But even if I just use the Wilder gown as a base to make a nice big floaty summer dress, that I think would be a good plan. Okay, now we have two more cotton fabrics. One of them, they're both quite bold actually. One in colour is very bold and the other one is quite a sort of large scale graphic design. And so this one, again, I've had this in my stash for ages. It is a banana print cotton. Now I think I bought this when I hadn't been sewing that long, and I bought it and I think I was going to make some shorts. And now I don't know if I'd make shorts with it or not, like culotte type things, but I don't know, I'm thinking maybe a top. So this is a nice cotton fabric. It has, again, it's not dissimilar to my lemons in that it's sort of got a painted quality, a large scale print. This is a much sturdier cotton, so I think it actually might be like a crafting cotton. But I've seen it made into garments and I think it would be fine. Now I went back and forth with what I would make with this, but I purchased this from Fleurette or Fleurier, or I never know how you pronounce that, but I bought it from there ages ago. I was thinking a Helen's Closet Gilbert shirt. Now I've made this shirt a few times. My preferred version is the little tie-up waist version. With this sturdy fabric, I don't know if I might prefer the longer shirt though. I don't know, if you pick this one, I'll decide. But I thought that would be really cute. It'd be like a sort of, you know, like those sort of ugly Hawaiian shirts, but it's not ugly. But you know what I mean? It's sort of like that, those really like garish shirts. I think it would sort of be like that, which I think would be cute just to throw over yourself in the day. I'm very pasty and pale, so I need to stop myself from burning in the sun when I go away. So I'm thinking of making a really cute little shirt, which I think would be really nice in that. Also, some of this stuff I will make up probably anyway. It just won't be in March. So that's my idea for that. I'll pop the Gilbert shirt here. It's got a really good size range. There are a couple of different view options. As I said, my favourite and the one that I've made up previously in the past is always the little tie-up waist version. And that's probably what I'd make in this, but I don't know. I think I'd play around with it because I think this being quite boxy would be nice in this fabric. And last but most certainly not least is fabric that is a little bit special to me because, first of all, it is the most yellow fabric, I think, in existence. It's super yellow. But also my husband bought this for me before we were married, but he went to Trinidad to see family and I had to stay at home and look after the dog. And he went fabric shopping and he brought me back loads of fabric. And this is the main sort of, the other fabrics were a bit sturdier. This is probably one of the only ones that would be more of a dressmaking fabric. And it is super yellow. It's a yellow sort of paisley print cotton. It's a really nice soft cotton. And I measured it today and he gave me 4 meters. I thought there was only I thought there was way less than that. So that actually changed what I was thinking of doing with it, because initially I was thinking Gilbert shirt. I was like, I'll just make a little shirt. The thing with it being really bright is I'm not 100% on whether I would wear it, because I've got 4 meters. I just don't think I would wear this all over out and about. So I've come up with 2 ideas that I think will do it justice. So idea number 1 is to make some little pajama, like a summer pajama set, which I think would be really nice. Maybe if I could get some white piping or something. I can make the Closet Core Carolyn pyjamas, which I've made before and that I always have plans for in certain fabrics. So that's one idea. The other idea I had, is this cute or is it nauseating, was to make his and hers shirts. We wouldn't wear them at the same time. That's how I make it less nauseating. But I think I would have enough fabric to make myself the cropped version of the Helen's Closet Gilbert shirt with a little tie, and then to make Nathan a short-sleeved summer shirt. I made him, I'll pop a picture here. I can't remember the number of it, but I'll put it in the description below. I think it was a Simplicity McCall's pattern. And I made this for him for his trip to Trinidad. And he loved it and wore it loads, and it was a really good fit and everything. So I was really pleased with that. So my other idea is that I make us each a little shirt. And instead of, because I'm like, oh, it would have been too much if I wore it in one outfit, but it's not too much for us, a married couple, to wear matching bright yellow shirts. That's not too much. We're on our honeymoon, leave us alone. Anyway, so those are my options. So I think you'll agree. Look at all this yellow that's in my stash. And this will keep me in So Yellow for Endo projects for the next 5 years. Amazing. So as I said, on my community page, there will be a poll and you can vote for which garment you think I should make. I'm going to give it the weekend. So by Sunday night, the poll will close, and whichever item is in front will be what I am cutting and sewing, and hopefully finishing in time to enter. Now, I'm also aware that these are very summery projects, and I'm going to be photographing them probably in the rain in our back garden. So we have to imagine the final setting. We have to fast forward to a nice summer, or to our honeymoon in October. Just imagine them there. Project that onto the pictures, the rainy pictures that I eventually post. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like some of the ideas. Remember to vote. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments, but I'll be going on the results in the poll. So if you have an opinion, please make sure you put it in the poll as well. Because I don't have time to be going through both. I've got to be getting sewing. I'll only have a couple of weeks. Yeah, so thanks so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the Vlogator. I can't wait to see what you sew. All right, see you later. Bye.